Hello, everyone. My name is Joyce Garzinski. I'm the Assistant University Librarian for Communication and Digital Scholarship here at Towson. And Ashley, I'll let you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley Todd Diaz. I'm the Assistant University Librarian for Special Collections and University Archives.
And we co-authored a chapter that focuses on using this exhibition known as Forget Me Not, or Vergismenach in German, which means Forget Me Not. It's a Holocaust exhibition, and we want to talk to you a little bit about how it connects to dignity and how we have developed curricula to teach middle school, high school, and college students about concepts related to human rights and dignity. So to provide a little bit of context to the exhibition and as well as our chapter, we really focused on dignity as being at the root of human rights education, and dignity, the inherent value that an individual has. How can we teach middle, high school, and college students to recognize dignity as significant and important? And we look to the field of human rights education to help us develop this paradigm. And one of the things that we encountered is this evolution in human rights education, where we've moved from looking at human rights as sort of a list of rights and that students need to know what these rights are, to rather, how can we engage students to think about how these rights are applicable to themselves and also to the others that they encounter. And so we really wanted to work this concept of engagement into the exhibition. And I'll let Ashley talk a little bit more about how we used a guided inquiry approach here.
So we use the theoretical framework of guided inquiry, which encourages kind of a collaboration between classroom teachers as content experts and librarians and archivists as information literacy and primary literacy experts to engage with the students and encourage them to think critically about multiple aspects of what they're looking at. So both the content of it, the context of it, how things are presented, the original purpose, and what they can gain from that enriched understanding of the materials they are viewing. So to give you a brief overview of what this exhibition is, it was created by a group of high school students in Germany. So I believe it was created between 2018, or I guess 2017 and 2018. So this is a high school class that was focusing on their own community history and understanding the Holocaust from a macro level, but then also bringing it into their own villages and communities on a micro level. So the gentleman in the back on the left-hand side is Daniel Hess, and the lady in front of him is Cordula Kapner, who is a historian and an archivist that was leading these students through using primary sources to tell stories. So as you'll see, we brought a selection of the panels with us, but this exhibition provides a really unique peer-to-peer learning experience. Considering that it was created by German high school students, it is designed for middle school and high school students, and it is talking about middle school and high school students and children that lived through the Holocaust. So it's kind of this cross-time connection between peers. The panels are all written very clearly, very succinctly, so that they are accessible to many different types of learners. And they dive into various elements of kind of that human experience, social justice themes, graphic design elements, and the students designed almost all of it themselves to tell this story about their own communities and share that with the world. You'll also notice when you have a chance to get up and look at the panels, it's very immersive. The children's faces are life-size. So you really get to know these children and their stories. And you'll notice as well, so the red panels represent children that perished during the Holocaust. The green panels represent children that survived. And so their stories, they might come from the same village, but have very different stories and experiences.
And also in 2018 and 19, we worked with a graduate student through the Baltimore Hebrew Institute to develop a number of curricula and lesson plans focusing on how to engage with these panels. And so you'll see we have this core curriculum here that really serves as an introduction, where we take a deep dive into some of the images that are located on these panels and really encourage students to engage with what they see and to think critically about what's happening in these stories, in these pictures. And we developed a discussion component with these as well. And that really brings that reflection home and really encourages them to think about how the Holocaust interacts with their own lives. We also developed lesson plans focused on art and design. So looking at how do you create graphics that represent the gravity of subject matter, such as the Holocaust. Ashley had worked to create lesson plans related to diversity and family as well. And what's nice is that these lesson plans are available to teachers who are interested in bringing the exhibition into their own classrooms. And we are equipped to engage as well at the college level. So there's lots of opportunities across the curriculum for this exhibition to really encourage students to engage in critical thinking.
So just one more note about primary source literacy. As you are looking at the panels, appreciating the research that these students did. So what they were able to find in the archives and the various repositories near them that tell a story, that bring these children's lives off the panel. So things like travel logs and photographs and little vignettes, if they were able to speak to the surviving children. And so we also can share more about some of these things and how we use them in the classroom. But we thank you for your time and being a part of this symposium, and we look forward to talking with all of you more.
Thank you. Thank you so much to Ashley and Joyce. It's been a pleasure to always collaborate and work together. And thank you for your chapter and being here today. So that's what's going to happen in the next a little bit over half an hour. We have Professor Cole Riley in that side in the right, and he has a display of books that are relevant to our topic today, and he's eager to talk to you and share with you and allow you to look at his personal collection, his all personal collection. We had a plan to do bigger collections than his personal, but it's Cole's collection, and he will tell you about it. Well, hopefully you ask questions, you interact, and you look at this. And then of course, Ashley and Joyce invited you to look at the panels. This is a small part of this amazing exhibit. So maybe it will get your curiosity to look at the whole. I take my classes to see the exhibit almost a yearly basis, right? Yeah. So, and then Dr. Tamar Ketko, Tamar is going to talk about the book that we introduced, the 3D, Diversity, Dignity, and Democracy in Higher Education, how to encourage it. So all of us are here around for half an hour. Talk to whoever you want to, walk around, socialize, and get to know people you don't know. And I hope you enjoyed the delicious lunch. Thank you again, Diane and Teresa and Jill.